Hello guys, welcome back to the deadly world of Squid Game. Season 3 is all set to premiere on June 27th, and it is the perfect time to refresh your memory of Season 2 before diving into the grand finale. So, without further ado, let's rewind the chaos, betrayal, and mind games of Season 2. So the Season 2 starts exactly where the Season 1 ends. Seong Gi-hun receives a chilling call from the frontman, who warns him that he should have taken the plane and flown away, but Gi-hun, still haunted by the suffering he witnessed and determined to stop the games. He refuses and takes a taxi back into the city. He quickly discovers he's being watched and removes a tracking device implanted behind his ear. Meanwhile, police detective Jun-ho survives after being shot by his brother In-ho, the frontman. The show then jumps 2 years ahead. Jun-ho is working as a traffic cop and continues to search for the mysterious island where the games are held, enlisting the help of Captain Park. And the other side, Gi-hun, still obsessed with bringing down the Squid Game organization, uses his fortune to fund a citywide manhunt for the recruiter, the mysterious salesman who lures people into the games. He employs Mr. Kim, a former loan shark, and his associate Woo-seok, paying them handsomely to scour train and subway stations for any sign of the recruiter. After months of tireless searching, they eventually find him at a subway station conducting a cruel experiment, offering homeless people a choice between a piece of bread or a lottery ticket. Most choose the lottery ticket, and the recruiter destroys the uneaten bread, showcasing his contempt for the poor and their desperation. Mr. Kim and Woo-seok follow the recruiter, but the recruiter, realizes he's being followed, kidnaps both men. He ties them to chairs and proposes a deadly game: rock, paper, scissors in Russian roulette style. The loser of each round faces a revolver with a single bullet. Mr. Kim loses and is killed, while Woo-seok survives by sheer luck. Here, Jun-ho crosses paths with Gi-hun at a traffic stop. Recognizing his face from old case files, he starts digging and eventually tracking down Gi-hun's apartment. The recruiter manages to find Gi-hun's apartment. They both strike up a conversation. The recruiter confesses he was once a soldier in the Squid Game and even killed his own father during a past tournament. He coldly justifies the games, claiming that desperate players deserve their fate. He challenges Gi-hun to one final game of Russian roulette. The game begins and intensifies as it progresses, with the players continuing their conversations. Tension rises with each move, until it finally lands on the recruiter, leaving him with no choice but to take his own life. And he does it! Shortly after the recruiter's death, Jun-ho arrives at the scene. Initially, he arrests Gi-hun, suspecting him of murder given the circumstances. However, after a heated exchange and the sharing of their respective experiences with the Squid Game organization, the two realize they are on the same side. They form an uneasy alliance, united by their desire to bring down the games and confront the frontman directly. Among the recruiter's belongings, Gi-hun and Jun-ho find an invitation to a secret VIP event, finally giving them a lead. They plan an ambush. Gi-hun will attend the party alone, while Jun-ho and a team of mercenaries follow in secret. Gi-hun even implants a tracker in himself. At the party, Gi-hun is escorted into a limousine. Inside, he confronts the frontman through a speaker, demanding the game's end. Suddenly, Gi-hun notices Jun-ho's convoy being ambushed. In desperation, he bargains. He will rejoin the games as a player if the attack stops. The frontman agrees. Gi-hun is taken back into captivity. Elsewhere, Kang No-ul, a North Korean defector, works as a mascot at a children's park, struggling to earn enough money to rescue the daughter she left behind. One night, she receives the Squid Game card and attends the meeting point. But instead of becoming a contestant, she is recruited as a guard, donning the pink jumpsuit and mask, entering the system with her own hidden mission. Jun-ho, Woo-seok, and their team board a fisherman's boat, using the tracking device hidden in Gi-hun's tooth to follow him to the Squid Game island. They navigate treacherous terrain, hoping to finally expose the organization. However, their hopes are dashed when they discover the tracking device is discarded, revealing that the frontman anticipated their move and neutralized the threat. Meanwhile, Seong Gi-hun awakens inside the familiar dormitory, wearing his green tracksuit and labeled once again as Player 456. He is surrounded by a new group of contestants, each burdened by massive debts, some as high as 10 billion won. The guards enter and announce a new rule. After each game, players will vote on whether to continue. If the majority chooses to quit, the game ends and prize money is split. In all this chaos, we get introduction of the new players and their backgrounds. Myung-gi, a notorious YouTuber and scammer, is confronted by others who lost money following his advice. Young-sik and his mother, whose family dynamic adds to the drama. A purple-haired rapper named Thanos, bringing new energy and alliances into the mix. And Gi-hun's childhood friend, Park Jung-bae, hostilities and alliances begin to form, with some players blaming others for their financial ruin, while others seek to rally support and form groups for survival. The guards usher the players into the arena for the first game. Red light, green light. The iconic giant doll returns and the rules are the same. As Gi-hun already knew the game, he warned others that being eliminated means being killed. During the game, a rapper nicknamed Thanos pushes a man, causing his death. Gi-hun survives and helps others do the same. One wounded player is executed on the field by a guard, Kang No-yul, who ends the man suffering out of mercy. The game ends with 91 players eliminated in the opening round, leaving 365 survivors. After the carnage, Gi-hun reminds the group of Clause 3 in the contract, the right to vote on whether the game should continue. He pleads with the others, warning that more deaths will follow if they proceed, and reveals that he is a previous winner who survived the games and took home the 45.6 billion won prize. This revelation causes suspicion and intrigue. Some players hope he can help them win, while others resent his knowledge. A vote is called, resulting in a tie, leaving the final decision to player 001. He chooses to continue the game. In a shocking twist, it's revealed that player 001 is actually the front man. Guards start moving the coffins of the recently eliminated players. Behind the scenes, some guards are running an illicit organ harvesting operation, but they're frustrated because many bodies are unusable. Suspicion falls on No-yul, a North Korean defector and guard who is believed to be intentionally sabotaging the operation by ensuring the eliminated are dead. Gi-hun, now back in the deadly game, is approached by player 001, who is secretly the frontman. He claims to be participating because his wife is gravely ill and he needs the prize money to save her and their unborn child, and pledges loyalty to Gi-hun, proposing a partnership. Elsewhere, disgraced streamer Mong-gi reunites with his ex, Kim Joon-hee. Thanos and his accomplice bully Mong-gi until player 001 intervenes, showing surprising authority. Meanwhile, No-yul witnesses staff members illegally harvesting organs from dead players. She's told to stay silent, but begins plotting how to stop it. Outside the games, Junho tries to get help from the Seoul police, but his lack of hard evidence leaves him isolated and desperate. He begins searching for alternative ways to expose the organization. Now, it's time for the second game. The players are gathered on a playground and instructed to form groups of 5. Gi-hun teams up with In-ho, Dae-ho, Jung-bae, and Joon-hee, forming a group with a mix of experience and physical prowess. The game is a 6-legged pentathlon. Each team of 5 ties their legs together and must complete a series of 5 traditional children's games at 10-meter intervals, all within 5 minutes. Each mini-game must be completed by a different member, and if a team fails, they are eliminated as the game unfolds. Teams strategize over who should tackle each mini-game. Observers try to learn from earlier teams' mistakes. The tension is heightened by the knowledge that failure means death. During the pentathlon, it becomes clear that some guards are not shooting to kill, hoping to preserve organs for sale. However, No-yul continues to sabotage this by ensuring eliminated players are truly dead, further angering the organ harvesting ring and drawing attention from the game's higher-ups. In the end of Game 2, Gi-hun's group narrowly survives the game, but the cost is high, with many teams eliminated. In-ho's alliance with Gi-hun appears genuine, but his true intentions remain unclear. No-yul rebellion against the guard's corruption is now an open secret, putting her in grave danger. Junho remains on the outside, searching for a way to break the case. The game ends, the team that survives goes back into the dormitory, and the guards announce the results. The piggy bank is filled with the winnings of 110 dead players, totaling 20.1 billion won, about 73 million won per remaining contestant. This sparks anger and debate among the survivors. Some wish even more had died to increase their share, exposing the corrosive effect of greed and desperation. Meanwhile, tension rises among the guards. 2 guards ambush No-yul, warning her to stop interfering with their organ harvesting side operation. Following the carnage, the remaining players are given another chance to vote on whether to continue or end the games. The vote begins, but despite the mounting death toll and psychological trauma, the majority choose to continue, driven by desperation and the lure of the ever-growing prize fund. Now all the remaining player enters into next game called Mingle. The rules are, players start on a spinning platform surrounded by numbered doors. When the platform stops, a number is called, and players must quickly form groups of that exact number and enter an available room behind the corresponding door. Failure to form the correct group size or failure to enter in any room results in elimination. As the round progresses, alliances are tested and betrayals happen. Thanos continues to show his villainous act. Young-sik leaves behind her mother. Myung-gi wrongfully enters the room, leaving Young-mi outside to die. And player 001 reveals his violent side by snapping another man's neck to secure his spot. The round is harrowing, with dozens killed either by being left outside or being in the wrong numbered. The carnage is so severe that by the end of the game, only 100 players remain, a significant drop and a clear sign that the organizers are pushing toward a smaller, more desperate group. Meanwhile, by using the drone, Junho and team continue their mission to locate Squid Game Island. After the game, survivors return to the dorms. The organizers call for a vote. The vote starts and the result is a tie, with player 001 surprisingly voting not to continue. The game pauses for the next 24 hours before a final revote is held, but everyone knows what this really means. Those who want the game to continue now have 24 hours to eliminate the quitters to tilt the next vote in their favor. Tension builds. The guards, seemingly encouraging chaos, serve the players food, along with sharp utensils. Later that night, violence erupts. A massive fight breaks out in the bathroom. Thanos is killed by Myung-gi. In self-defense, Gi-hun and his group barricade themselves, only fighting to survive. And when order is restored, dozens are already dead. In the midst of this chaos, Gi-hun realizes that the only way to survive, and possibly end the games, is to organize a rebellion against the frontman and the guards. He rallies a group of trusted allies and lays out a risky plan, seize control of the arena and expose the truth behind the games. Meanwhile, during the night, the captain is caught tampering with the drone used for their search. When confronted, the captain kills the drone operator and throws the body overboard, revealing he is not who he seems, and deepening the peril for Junho's group. Back here, Gi-hun and the team launch an attack on the guards, overpower them, and seize complete control. For a moment, it seems as if they might succeed in turning the tables. However, the frontman, who has been undercover as player 001, reveals his true identity and loyalty. He betrays the rebels, shooting his own teammates and faking his own death to maintain his cover. He then switches to the guards' radio frequency and orders a brutal crackdown on the rebellion, ensuring its failure. As the guards regain control, Gi-hun and his best friend, Young-bae, are forced to surrender. The frontman, now in his black cloak and mask, confronts them. In a devastating moment, he shoots Gi-hun's best friend, Young-bae, making it clear that hope and resistance are futile. Gi-hun is left wailing on the ground, shattered by the loss of his closest friend and the collapse of his dream to overthrow the system. As the guards drag Gi-hun back into the dormitory, the rebellion is over, and the game will continue. And that brings us to the end of Season 2. Can't wait to dive back into the chaos with Season 3. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more content like this. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.